See, normally we go peanut butter, pickles, and bologna sandwich, but I couldn't find any bologna, so just went with the peanut butter and pickles. Sardines up this bitch. So I'm gonna enjoy myself on my what is literally the Last Supper. I mean, it's not the Last Supper in the sense that I'm about to die or that I'm Jesus, but it's the Last Supper for 10 days. And so part of this video that I'm making, I suppose I will conclude about this afterwards and reflect on my experience, but this is me right now. This is me before the meditation retreat. This is me eating. And that's about it. That's about it. So lock in, and I hope you enjoy what you're about to see, because I have no idea what it's about to be.
All that I want in this life is the chance to do my thing. All that I want in this life is the chance to do my thing.
Yeah.
I want the top. All my people right there in the back of the spot. I need the top. If you know me, you don't know me to stop. I need the top. All my people there in back of the spot. Let them get shot. Yeah.
Hello. I'm here. I made it. I made it here in the middle of the Mojave Desert, in the middle of Southern California. And in this video, I'm going to tell you about the 10-day meditation retreat that I just completed. In the beginning, you probably heard about what I predicted it to be and what I aimed to make it. I really wanted to focus on my craving for food. And I did that. I think I accomplished a lot. I got a lot of work done. The retreat itself was a lot different than my first experience. You can check that out in a video called 10-Day Dopamine Fast. But in this time around, it was more of a workshop. It was really a place and an environment where I was able to get a lot of work done. I'm not going to tell you about the retreat. I'm not going to tell you about the experiences that I had. I'm not going to tell you about the technique itself. But there's one story that I want to share with you that really changed the way that I look at the world, and I think you can benefit from my experience. Here's the story. I didn't eat for the first 4 days. I completed about 105-hour fast. I was planning on doing 10 days, but I only made it to 4 days for a couple of reasons. One I'm going to show you here. So on the third night, so let's just see, this was hour 90, all right? So I go to bed at 9 o'clock, and we're supposed to wake up at 4:30, but because of fasting, my brain was like, yo, you need to find food. You're going to starve to death. You haven't eaten in 3 days. And if you fall asleep or you sleep for too long, well, you're not going to find food. That's how we're designed. The people the humans that slept while they were hungry died. So there's a reason that this happened. So I was sleeping, and then I woke up, okay, and it was midnight on the third night. And this was the lowest moment of my entire life. The lowest moment of my entire life happened this night on the third night. I woke up, I couldn't fall back to sleep, and I was in a very, like I said, low environment, both mentally and physically. I was weak. I had very little energy. Okay, there's a reason that you do the fast. It's not just to, what's the word? Be a masochist. I don't like pain, but it has its health benefits, but you do have to go through some amount of pain to get the health benefits. I was weak. I was tired. I was hungry, but I woke up because my brain's like, you need to go scavenge for food. My body's tired. My brain's awake. I'm bored as fuck. My mind is spinning, all right? And here's the thing. I had no pleasures whatsoever. I wasn't able to eat. I wasn't able to smoke or drink alcohol, have sex, talk to people. There's no talking. All I was able to do is meditate and be present. And so in my lowest moment, in the most uncomfortable, the most cortisol-filled moments of my life, this was probably an hour after midnight on the third night, I was just laying there, completely miserable, feeling like shit, thinking like shit, going down dark paths in my mind. It was terrible. And then I decided to meditate. And these were the strongest attachments that I had at that point. They were coming to the surface. They were getting tested. In normal life, we don't get tested in this way. When we're hungry, we eat. When we're bored, we check Instagram. When we're sad, we go watch a movie. When we're tired, we go sleep. You see what I'm saying? We don't, or I didn't, really get tested in this way before this. And I was getting tested hard, to the hardest extent I've ever felt in my life. And then, once I noticed those attachments, once I become aware of them, my cravings and my aversions, my cravings for food, my cravings for sex, my cravings for sleep, my cravings for happiness, in this moment, once I became aware of them, I was able to distance myself. And at that moment, when I started meditating, and I decided to be proactive instead of keep suffering, in the lowest moment, in a moment that I've never felt before, to that severity, I became more liberated than before, high liberated. Now, I'm not enlightened by any means. I suppose I might be walking down the path. I do not mean to say that I'm enlightened in any way, but I got a lot of work done during this 10-day meditation session. And pretty much the thing that I want to convey to you, and the thing that you can learn from my experience, is that you don't really realize who you are or what you're made of until you get tested. Now, the tests will seem very uncomfortable, and they'll seem like tests. You will want to avert away from these tests. I did. That's just human nature. What I really want you to try to do, or what I'd really like to see more people try, I really don't know how to say this other than it is beautiful to experience a degree of self-discovery. And that happens from jumping way out of your comfort zone, from pushing yourselves in ways that you've never been pushed before. That's kind of the definition of it, because if you had been pushed in this way, then it would be your comfort zone. Extreme, I don't know if extreme is the right word, but quality self-discovery. Nice workshop where you can meditate, a nice sterile environment where you can get some true inner work done. I would advocate that to anybody that's interested in really seeing who they are, finding out what drives them, what compels them, and who they are, and their true sense of self. That's pretty much the main takeaway that I had from this retreat. I had a lot of self-discovery, a lot of self-exploration. You get the point. This is just semantics. It was amazing. It was truly fascinating. I'm very thankful for the person that I am. I have a better understanding of what drives me, what I'm in touch with, my source, my energy, and where I'm going to take that and how I can truly benefit the world. I hope you do the same. I hope you live an amazing life. I hope you push yourself. And I hope you discover who you truly are, because all in all, for what I understand right now, that's the meaning of life. I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank you for listening. I want to thank you for giving me your time today. Thank you.